You're watching The Agenda. Now, ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is continuing with voter registration weekend drives in Mamelodi in Tshwane today. Now, Ramaphosa says they hope that the youth will come out in their numbers to register to vote this weekend. Now, earlier, SABC News reporter Ntebo Mokobo spoke to the ANC Youth League president and COSAS.
We are here in Mamelodi in phase 4, Ward 17, where the ANC president is going to be interacting with potential voters. And you will recall that Gauteng is going to be the battleground for the 2024 elections after the ANC or the governing party got around 50.9%. So the president will be focusing on those who didn't register, and of course on the main constituency, that is young people. Young people are the ones people have been talking about voter apathy, especially amongst young people. But without any waste of time, I would want to bring in the president of the ANC Youth League to just paint a picture in terms of his mobilization, in terms of encouraging young people to register and vote. Mr. President, you've been interacting with young people, especially here in Gauteng and of course throughout the country. Did your message gain resonance?
No, we believe that our message has been gaining resonance. If you can see, there's a high increase and an appetite for youth to want to vote and mainly vote for the ANC because of the good work the ANC has done. Look, we're here in the city of Tshwane, a municipality led by the DA. And this municipality led by the DA, everything has collapsed. There's no water. We're told criminals are doing as they please here. It's a crime zone. There's no services, there's nothing. It's a good example that wherever the ANC is not governing, no one takes responsibility. We have a track record that when we were in charge of Tshwane, it was better than what it is now. Now we're here to revive the spirit of our people, revive our structures, remind the people of Mamelodi and Tshwane that here they're not led by the ANC, they're led by the DA. And what they did in the past 10 years of not going out to vote for the African National Congress, today they're paying the price for that. Now the youth of Tshwane and everywhere else will make sure that they fight. And look, on top of the agenda is crime here, where criminals are just moving as they please. It's a crime zone. Tshwane is becoming a capital city of criminals. Now we've also told the president that the youth of Tshwane is not feeling safe in their own area. He must send the military must do that. We can't have criminals holding the city at ransom, the people here at ransom, because the DA doesn't care about them. He doesn't care about them. National must come in and take over projects of water, take over everything here so that services go to our people.
If you look at young people who've just qualified to become potential voters, we are told 13 million South Africans who ought to be in the voters' roll are not there. 14 million of them who are on the voters' roll didn't even vote, and mainly are young people. If you were to package a message to electrify these young people to really register and vote, what would that message be?
Look, the first message we tell them is that they must acknowledge that the African National Congress has done a lot for them. Before 1994, you'll not just move from Venda and go to university. Under the ANC-led government, you can go from primary up to high school to university without paying any cent, no matter from what background you're from. But I think more must be done. Look, unemployment is on top of the agenda. The youth is unemployed in South Africa, and that's why the young people is ranked. But we have raised to the ANC. If you can see the local outcomes, everyone speaking about reskilling, skill development, speaking about reindustrialization. Those are programs of the Youth League. And I was saying that the Youth League is back. We are the voice of the voiceless. They must revive their confidence. They must come in and vote the ANC into power so that we continue to influence policies that resolve their socio-economic challenges.
These elections, we're going to have young people mainly voting. And if you look at South Africa, 60% of young people in this country are young people. 60% of the population is mainly young people. And I would like to bring in Onesong, who is the national convener of COSAS. He's got 8 distinctions. You're the young man, you will be voting maybe for the first time. If you were to encourage your youngsters or your peers to vote, what would you say?
Well, the first thing that they should acknowledge is that voting is their right. Voting is the best way in which any average South African citizen could raise their voice, could actually have a view on what they want in the future of South Africa. Well, myself, I've seen that the future of South Africa is solely dependent on the works of the African National Congress. The best motivation that I could give to all young people at schools, even in acknowledging that perhaps there are some schools that wouldn't allow learner voters to register to vote because of their difference to the political space that is around. But if they get the chance, they should register and they should vote for the African National Congress. It is the political party that has created so much change from 1994 up until this day. It is still creating so much change. We have seen a rise in very important statistics such as students enrolling into university, black students enrolling into university, and unemployment rate decreasing. There's a lot of things that are happening, even for them, in fact, at a lower level of school. Nutrition is being brought to schools. They are studying for free. Their school can be used as a home environment. They are also using their school as an environment to study. The libraries at school. There's a lot of development that is happening under the government of the African National Congress. It has been there, and we're still seeing it happening even up until this day. So I motivate all of them to register to vote. If they are unable to register to vote to their voting stations, they can vote online or request assistance from anyone, in fact, who is in their communities, who is a leader or a member of the African National Congress, can assist them to actually register to vote.
Well, this is the future of South Africa. It's the former president of COSAS, now the president of the ANC Youth League, Collen Malatji, and of course the national convener of COSAS, Onesonga. With that, it's back to studio.